Hello. So I'm going to share a thought that I find encouraging from the story that I am going over for my Bible lesson tomorrow. So as you can see in our dining room, we're having some work done. We're getting it plastered at the moment, so we can't really use our dining room because we have to clear it all for the plaster. Can't really use our lounge either because everything is stuffed in there. So it feels like we have a bit of a small house at the moment. That's why I'm sitting out here. So the story I'm teaching tomorrow is Hagar. And what I really love the stories about Hagar, even though it's not kind of a very nice story, like the situation that she was in. And yet, like, she's out in the desert and God meets her out there and he tells her what to do. And afterwards she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. And so God revealed himself to her as the God that sees her. And I think it's a good reminder to us that we are seen by God. We might not always be seen by other people. We may not always feel seen, and yet whatever situation we're in, we are seen by God and he cares about us. And he's will give us advice if we ask him for wisdom. And also a while back at preschool, I taught the story of Ishmael and Hagar in the desert and how they were in such a desperate situation. And, Ishmael had needs and she didn't know what to do with him and she felt helpless. And yet, again, God saw her there and he met her there and he sent help to her. He gave her, a whole well of water. So he gave her everything she needed for her child. And yeah, it's a encouraging story that, whatever our needs are, if we cry out to God, he's the God who sees us. But he's also the God who cares. He's the God who can help us no matter what the situation is. Yeah, so that's an encouraging thought from that story. I was just thinking some more about the story of Ishmael and Hagar. Hagar didn't know what to do with her child. He had no water left. She thought he was going to die. She kind of didn't have much hope left for him, and she just couldn't even bear to watch him. Just thought sometimes we have situations we just don't know what to do. It could be our children, it could be something else we're involved in, that we just don't know how to help the situation. We don't know how to help a person. We can feel kind of hopeless. And, we can make us just want to go away from the situation because we don't know how to help them. But then, she cried. But God heard her and God heard Ishmael as well. And, God gave her a promise and he told her what to do, to get up and to go to Ishmael. And then God opened her eyes and God showed her how to help Ishmael. She saw a well of water. And, the other story had a well in it too because she was by a well. I think that's what she called the well, the God who sees. Or I was by a well anyway. But yeah, it's just quite neat that God shows her how to help her child that she doesn't know how to help. And God can help us with the things that we don't know what to do with, or we don't know how to help or make a situation better. God always knows how to help. God can open our eyes to what we need to do, or to what the answer is, or God can just help the person or whatever it is when we cry out to him and pray to him about it.